Hello, welcome back. This is Miniature Mike. Today we're going to do video 5 on my series for Sculpt tier lists. I hope you've enjoyed them so far. It's been a lot of fun. Let's jump right on into this one. If you haven't seen it yet, I just did Universe a little while ago, so go check it out. Jump into this one. I think sculpts are starting to get real nice now. Yeah, really good ones. Basilishan. I think she looks good. I'm not a big fan of her pose. I think I'm going to put B tier, high B tier, maybe A tier. Definitely like pretty good looking for the game. I just wish it was more of an action pose rather than something just kind of looking over. But solid, very solid. Definitely think that man, should I just kind of skip through this and do it differently? Just throw people at S tier that I think are S tier. I might just do that, or I'm just gonna keep going as I have been doing it. Okay. Jedi Consular. What do I think about this one? I think he looks pretty good overall. I might say A tier. We'll see. I've always liked the way that he's holding his lightsaber kind of like backhanded behind his back, and he has nice detail. I like him probably the best look of all of these different like Old Republic Jedi. However, I'm going to put this one up in high B tier as well. I've always liked the way that the Jedi Sentinel looks fantastic. It's basically just the generic Vices more, honestly. Okay, now we got some more bad ones. For some reason, I hate the way that the Old Republic troopers look. They don't look appealing. I know that they're game accurate, but like, I just don't like he's squatting a little bit too much with his gun cocked weird. I just don't like it. I'm gonna put this one in C tier. I think he looks a little cooler. He's just kind of like the handout saying no, no, no. But I'm just not a fan of the look of the Old Republic troopers, and I think the poses are kind of leave a little bit to be desired. But this is definitely superior to this one. Let's see, Dark Jedi and Dark Jedi Master have very similar poses, just different, get up. So, first things first, this is boring pose. I don't like this one. I'm going to put in D tier. I'm going to put the original. This is actually pretty good looking. It's very dynamic. I like that a lot. I'm going to put it in A tier. I like it more than the Dark Jedi Master looks pretty good. I'm going to put a high B tier, but I think the Dark Jedi looks pretty sick. Like the way he's got the gun out and like the lightsaber coming out from behind. Very nice looking. Darth Bane's pose. It looks really good. For some reason, it just is missing a little bit to make it S tier, but I'm going to put it A tier. I think it looks fantastic. These Jedi, most of these Sith Lords I'll probably put up pretty high. Darth Malak's pose. His cape's really nice. I actually like this pose. I think I like it more than the other one. The newer one. The one that's really good Darth Malak. So I'm going to put it up in A tier for now. Darth Nihilus looks incredible. I love the way that they captured the glow of his lightsaber on his cloak, how it's orange. That's actually pretty crazy. It's like a reddish orange. Looks great. No surprise there for me. I had to put this guy up there. I think Exar Kun sculpt is S tier personally. I think it's just so cool the way he's just like running forward over his head. He's got his double-bladed saber. That looks fantastic. The Masasi Sith Mutant looks so good. I'm going to put this also in A tier. I've always think that I don't use these guys much, but like, man, they just did a good job capturing that just brutal look really well. Let's see, these guys, I think they look cool. They're pretty just, basic droids. I gotta get a little bit of water here. Hold on a second. Just eating some pistachios. They'll get stuck in their throat. Okay, what do we got next? Sith Trooper Commander. I think these guys look terrible. I've never liked the look of these guys at all. They look awful. The Sith Troopers, though, I'm gonna put these guys in A tier. The reason is I think that the look of the Sith Trooper looks so cool. I think they look amazing. You'll notice I'm missing the kneeling one. I'm just gonna kind of put them together. I accidentally got rid of a duplicate in this, so I think they're A tier though. They look awesome. I might put this guy low B tier. I'm not sure. I mean low A tier. I'm not sure yet, or high A tier. Low A tier, high B tier. We'll see. Ula Koldroma, I think he's also A tier looking. I think they did a great job with all these Sith. They all look incredible. And there's a reason why when I was a kid, I wanted all of them. They were powerful. They looked great. I'm going to put them there. The original Barriss Offee, I think she's also A tier. She looks so good. Dang, that's a good looking sculpt with the lightsabers over. That might even be... I know that the actual unit's not that good, but... Let's see. Commander Bakara, pretty good looking. Is this A tier though? I think sculpt-wise, I'm not sure who I like the most of these Jedi. I'm going to put these guys all here. Which commander do I like the most? This is tough. I think sculpt-wise, I like Cody the most. Bakara looks fine, but I I think Cody's detail is really nice. This guy's pretty awesome. The way they do the green, he's kneeling down with one arm back. He might be the best looking sculpt. I'm gonna put this guy in A tier. I'm gonna drop this one down to high B tier. And I'm gonna put Cody up high. And I think that's fine for him. Don't really care for Depa Baleba. I don't like her sculpt that much, or even peels. They're just kind of, to me, just kind of meh Jedi sculpts. They're not bad, just whatever. Sculpt for the young Jedi, I'm just gonna kind of skip past this. I think it's fine. I don't like it a lot, but I'm just gonna chuck this guy in C tier. I'm gonna chuck this one in C tier as well. It looks like he's getting his ACL torn a little bit. Kind of, it almost looks like his knees buckling and kind of weird. He's not Shadow of Al. That one's bad. I hate that sculpt. Oh gosh. Let's see here. General Windu. This guy looks pretty good. This massive cape. Kind of holding a double. This looks like the scene almost when he's about to like kill Palpatine potentially. I think he looks good. I'm gonna put him high A tier, maybe S tier. Let's see here. These guys, I've always thought these guys look fantastic. I'm gonna put them up top. That's good. I've loved the way that they kind of captured the Kashyyyk Trooper. Fantastic to me. Masamada, a good sculpt. It's. I mean, I'm not expecting too much from him, but like they definitely captured his look really, really well. So I'll put him in middle of B tier. Padme, pretty good sculpt. Queen Amidala, I should say. Looks pretty good overall. I actually think this is my favorite sculpt for Padme, personally, but I think I'm gonna stick her right up top, high B tier, solid. Let's do him and then some of the clone troopers. I actually don't like this look very much for Qui-Gon Jinn. Not bad. I'm gonna put him over here. I'm gonna put Even Peel on the high end. I'm gonna put him just above Depa Baleba. Yeah, that looks good. I mean, he's got this giant shawl going on. That looks okay, but it's not my favorite look for him. I'll put it that way. He's had better ones for sure. Republic Commandos. All right, this is gonna be interesting. What do we think here? I'm not a big fan of the way Fixer looks. His arms are really tight together with his gun in his face. Sev looks pretty good. Scorch looks pretty solid. I think Boss is the best looking one. His pose, just instead of holding a gun, he's kind of doing something with his arms. Really good paint job. I'm going to put him in A tier. Let's see. I like him. I think Grease a little bit better, so I'll say low A tier. This guy, I'm not a fan of it. Unfortunately, I don't like the way his sculpt turned out. I like both of these pretty equally, so I'm going to throw him in B tier right here. Yeah, I think this one's getting passed way too much, so I'm going to bring her up. Okay, Seleucami Trooper. Kind of a boring look to me. Not a big fan of it. I'm just going to throw it bottom of C tier. It's just, he's got a little bit of the red coloring on him. Just holding a gun. Whatever. Utapau Trooper, pretty good looking sculpt. Definitely nowhere near the level I think that the Kashyyyk Trooper is. I'm going to swap these guys. Good looking one. Don't want to go too crazy there. Utapau Trooper, I'm going to say somewhere in B tier. I really, really like the color scheme on this one. I like the way that he kind of has his hand on top of the gun. So it's one of my more favorite. Yeah, I think that looks good. Let's do that. Crab Droid, pretty good. Just a big droid. Detail is really nice since it's a large character, but it's not the most exciting thing, so I'll just kind of put him down here with these guys. Ooh, here's another S tier. Yeah. Unfortunately, a lot of these guys bend forwards. They're easy to bend because he has a really small contact point with his foot. But I think this sculpt is incredible, so definitely got to put this guy in S tier. Absolutely cooking. Okay, well, how do I feel about the Separatist Darth Sidious? Shoot, I don't know what I think about it. I think it does look really, really good. A part of me that I feel torn. Part of me likes it, part of me doesn't. What do I think? I think it's a good one. I think it's a pretty good pose, honestly. Like, they're very dynamic, the way he's kind of dashing forward, gonna take out all those Jedi. I think I like his pose more than I like the mini. I'm gonna put him in A tier though. I'm gonna put him right there. Let's see here. Octupara droid. Same thing, I'll put him with the droids down here. Solid looking droids. They're not particularly the droids where I love the aesthetic, but they're good, and they do a good job with the detail. Hoth Trooper with Actar gun, pretty sick. I mean, it's pretty static, but I like how you have so much going on here. You got the turret, really well detailed. The mini is a piece of crap, but the character's a piece of crap in the game. But I think the mini's actually really cool looking. I'm actually stick this in low A tier. Like I love it. Like I love that it's got a guy with the binoculars, kind of put on like a little like power supply or something. It's a great looking piece, that's for sure. But in the game, you know, this is like below F tier. Let's see here. What do we got? We got. Gosh. I've never. I don't like this pose at all. Oh my gosh. How do I describe it? It looks like he's doing some like voodoo magic and he's about to like start levitating off the ground or something, or he's doing some like dance routine, or maybe he's doing a trust fall. It looks like he's doing a trust fall forwards. I don't know what it is. I don't think he's standing on his heels, or he doesn't. I don't think he's standing on the balls of his feet. But it's the same kind of thing you hear. Like he has his kind of hands outstretched. It looks like he's either gonna fall forward, kind of start levitating and flying away, or he's like dancing. I've never liked this pose. I've never liked this sculpt. Ugh, not mine. If it's your favorite, sorry to insult you, but not my cup of tea at all. Yoda, pretty good looking. Very small, kind of hard to detail. I think it's fine. I'm gonna put it top of C tier. It looks like Yoda. It's good, and that's not too hard to do. But it's not like he's doing anything else that I particularly like. So it's fine. It does look good though, but like it doesn't wow me as much as the other ones. So it does its job. Okay, phase 1. This guy looks fine. I don't know. It looks okay. Just kind of the way he's kind of just like lunging over with this thing. Sculpt wise, what do I think about this? I gotta not be biased because I don't like these in the game very much. The actual like stats I don't like. I think I have to say C tier. I've never been huge on the look, but it's not bad. It's not a bad look. So C tier for me, so D tier is something that I actively don't like. C tier is something that I don't prefer, but it's not bad. B tier is just solid. A is really good, and then S is like best of the best. So that's kind of what I'm kind of doing this based off of. Yeah, I'll leave it down here because I think this one is B tier, and I think he looks really good. I've always enjoyed the look of this one. I like Phase 3 the most, but Phase 2 is getting up there. It looks pretty good. It's like a giant, trooper basically. It looks like almost like a giant, like just regular Dark Trooper, in some ways. But yeah, what do I think? I'm gonna put it right there. Perfect. Darth Vader, Scourge of the Jedi. Wait, is this Scourge of the Jedi? Champion of the Force? I'm getting mixed up. I think it's Champion of the Force. Or let's see, what do I think? It looks solid, the way he's kind of like dashing over. I'm going to say B tier for me for now. I'm going to say high B tier. Coruscant Guard looks cool, but isn't doing a whole lot. So I'm going to stick him in B tier. Probably just behind the troopers. Definitely looks cool, but I prefer maybe a different pose. But the detail looks great, and they look pretty sick. But I don't know. I've always thought these guys look pretty cool. I might put them up a little bit higher, actually. I'm going to say top of B tier. Yeah. Just gotta let that marinate for a second. That's fine. Not a fan of these guys. I'm sorry. The original Sand Trooper, I don't know what it is. It looks like his gun's like a radio antenna coming out of his head, and then the gun is always like misshaped because it's plastic. I think this is not a great sculpt for me, in my opinion. E-Web Blaster, pretty cool looking one. I'm gonna stick him up here. I really like the way they got both of these sculpts down. Like you have all the different the objects, you have the stands. They're not using extra plastic to brace it. It's just the way it is. I think these two look great for sculpt wise. So I'm gonna stick him up there. Corran Horn. I think he's pretty solid. I'm going to put him in B tier, though. I'm going to put him right below the troopers. I think I like these Jedi looks more than Corran Horns. He's alright. Solid sculpt. Okay, we got the twins. I think Jason Solo looks pretty good. I'm going to put him in low A tier. I think he's a really good-looking sculpt. I think Jaina's also up there, too. I'm going to put them together. I think their sculpts quite a bit. I think they're both doing similar things really well. Just nice kind of lightsaber poses, stoic action poses kind of. Which one do I like more? I think I like Jason Solo's pose just a hair more. Gundar, this thing looks pretty nice. Oof. I'm going to get to him in a little bit, though. I'm going to put the Arcona Smuggler. I'm going to put this guy, I'm just going to say this guy in C tier. It's an R5 unit. Great. I like HK's pose. I'm going to put him in low A tier, though. I wish it was a little more interesting rather than just the gun up, but they definitely captured his look in the game, and that is definitely pretty cool. So, all right, Ugnaught, I'm gonna put this guy top of B tier. I think these guys look pretty cool. I love the way he's like running. He's like running around this little demolition charge, gonna blow something up. So, pretty solid pose. I don't like it as much as these ones, but I'll put it top of B tier. Let's see here, Gundark. I can do this one now. I think it looks really good. Man, the way the arms, like I'd never seen a Gundark before because it's referenced in episode 5, and then when I play the game, I'm sure it's in comics and all that, but when I play the game, it's like, oh, that's what a Gundark looks like. That looks pretty sweet. I think I am gonna put it in A tier. I think it looks pretty good. Yeah. Arcona Smuggler. They got the look of the alien pretty good, so I'm gonna put him top of C tier. Looks good. Good Sculpt, Viractyl, Wrangler. What do I think about this guy? I think it's more of a C tier Sculpt for me. It's fine, you know. Good detail, but just kind of boring. Just kind of raising the arm up to the right, or his right. Yeah, I think that's okay. I have some work I got to do. So these guys are definitely S tier. Is there anybody else that's really S tier Sculpt for me? I don't feel like it on him though. It looks pretty good, but I don't feel like saying S tier. Do I? I don't know. Man, it's tough. For some reason, I like a lot of these in A tier and B tier, but I don't love them in S tier. I don't know. This might just be the way I have to do it. Man, this one's really growing on me the more I remember. Because I remember as a kid, I really, really liked the way these things looked. Oh my gosh. They're so cool. The Coruscant Guard is really good looking. I might just bump them up actually here. I think the Coruscant Guard looks great. Man, I don't know. I think that might be it. I don't think I want to mess with it a little bit more. Because A and B are already equal sizes. I want to put something else in S tier, but I think I can't. I'm just going to stick it this way. Yeah, why not? I'll leave it. All right, here's my Champions of the Force tier list. I hope you enjoyed this. Definitely like and subscribe if you haven't done that yet. And please comment. I'd love to hear what are your favorite sculpts from Champions of the Force. And, you know, what are your favorites? What are some of your least favorites? I'm curious kind of how your list kind of match up with mine. But definitely really good sculpts across the board. Maybe not as top-heavy for me as Universe. There's a lot of stuff in Universe I love the look of. But there's a lot of things in this that I really, really like the look of. But just a couple things that I think are really just truly awesome-looking sculpts for me. So, anyways, I'll leave it at that. Next one's coming up after this, I think should be Bounty Hunters. So, look forward to it. Either way, till next time, have a good one.